Hey y'all, welcome to Beard and Bourbon Woodshop. I've got a quick video this week, kind of a follow-up from my last video. If you haven't seen it, it's where I learned to turn on a wood lathe for the first time. Check that out. If you saw that or you go watch it, you'll see that I had some issues with the wood chisels that I was using. They just weren't holding an edge when I started really turning on some hardwood. Cherry seemed to be okay, but I was turning on zebra wood and had a really hard time keeping them sharp. So I started off with a Pittsburgh set of chisels from Harbor Freight. And I've got some new chisels in, so we're going to take a look at those. So stick around. Okay, so these are the chisels that I started off with. I got these handed down to me from a family member that retired from woodworking, gave me his lathe, gave me his chisels. So I tried them out. I know he turned on them a little bit, but not much. So I put an edge on these when I first got them because I knew that they probably could use a bit of sharpening, and I thought I got a pretty good edge on them. At least I felt like it at the time. But once I started turning on that zebra wood, it was just really hard to keep them dull. They were smoking a lot, just wasn't removing much material at all. Really had to fight them and stuff like that. So I decided off with those, and this is what I got. I ordered these from Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description. They're from Vevor, I don't know, however you say that. So let's take a look at these. I haven't turned on them yet. They came in a really nice box, felt lined. Everything looks really nice. Some foam to keep them in there. The packaging is great. Came with instructions or whatever. Don't need those. It did come with a free chisel.
Aww.
And I can tell you that this chisel is dull. I might just use that as a glue scraper, but this is what came with. Came with a couple gouges, a spindle gouge. This, interestingly enough, in these instructions, this chisel is not even listed. This is a some type of V groove. I don't know, V-shaped chisel. Pretty nice. But then came with a parting tool, a round over, a round nose chisel, and two skew chisels. And I tell you what, first glance of these, this is a big difference. And yeah, that's a nice edge on that already out of the package. But I can tell you it's noticeably sharper than the chisels, at least the ones that I used. So you can still see some tool marks on there. I don't know if you can see that in the camera or not, but there's still some tooling marks on there. It probably wouldn't be bad if I hit these with a sharpening stone or a diamond wheel on my grinder. There's some oil on it too. These are made of high-speed steel. I don't know anything about what kind of steel the Pittsburgh chisels are made of, but I don't think it's high-speed steel. I think it's some other, I don't know what kind of steel it is, but it's the steel that doesn't hold an edge. How's that? But these feel noticeably better. The package, like I said, is great. The fit and finish on these are really nice. Nice wood handles. They feel really solid. Nothing's loose. Yeah, this one's got noticeable tool marks on that edge. This thing looks a lot nicer. I don't know if you can see that, but it's not perfectly rounded over. It's kind of oblong, so that's kind of funky. But again, feels pretty sharp. So that's good. Let's get these out here. All right, so this is your big skew chisel here. I don't know what size this is. I can measure it, but yeah, that feels really good and sharp. I think it's going to be great. These are all just a lot heavier than those Pittsburgh chisels. So these are what I would consider budget chisels. They're, I think, 50, 55 bucks, somewhere around there. I'll have to check the link again, but so overall, these chisels really feel great. They're a lot heavier than these Pittsburgh ones. The edges are way better out of the box. Like, again, I haven't touched any of these. I haven't turned with them yet. I haven't sharpened them, obviously. So I think these are really nice for a beginner set of chisels. These aren't high-end chisels. These aren't carbide or anything like that. Just for somebody who's just starting out into wood turning, I think these look really nice. But we're going to go head over to the lathe. I've got some Bolivian rosewood I'm going to turn. I'm making some bottle openers. But I really think that these are going to do pretty good. Let's head over to the lathe and see what happens. I've got a piece of Bolivian rosewood here. I'm going to turn this into a bottle opener handle. Got one of those kits online on Amazon. I can leave a link to that in the description as well. I'm going to epoxy that into this handle when I'm done. I don't have a design that I have like templated out or anything, so I'm going to kind of be doing this freehand. I got something in my head that I'm kind of looking for, so just same thing I did last time. Let's see how these chisels do from Vevor on this Bolivian rosewood and compare them to the Pittsburgh chisels I used on the zebra wood. So let's give this a shot. So I can tell these chisels are way better than those Pittsburgh ones that I was using before. They're cutting better, they're real smooth, very little tear out. I just had to adjust the speed a little bit and stuff like that to get it clean cut on this piece of wood here. But overall, they were really good. I had no trouble with them at all, and they held their edge the entire time I was doing this. So. And right now on Amazon, it looks like there's a 10% off coupon. So if you hurry up over there right now and try to get these, then you may get that coupon. So save yourself some money. All right, so yeah, check these chisels out if you're interested in picking up some new chisels for your lathe. These turned out really nice, and I'm real happy with them. So if you like what you see, hit that like and subscribe button, and see you next time.